So imagine directing like 1,000,000 cars through a tiny tunnel at 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And all while a symphony orchestra is playing perfectly in the background.
Yeah, that sounds completely impossible.
Right, it's crazy. But that is what high-end audio-video gear has to do every single second. So for this deep dive, we've been looking through the technical specs from HDTVSupply for it's the Turtle AV Chazy4K encoder.
The TAV-CHAZY4K-TX.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is just wild how this little box handles that kind of traffic without just melting down.
It really is. I mean, it really highlights the difference between your basic consumer switch and true professional encoding. Because, when you are pushing UHD 4K 60 video and 7.1 Dolby Atmos the exact same time.
Oh, yeah, that's heavy.
Right. You are creating massive data bottlenecks. Mixing a basic volume up command with a giant 4K video packet on that same network is just, well, it's a fast recipe for a frozen screen.
Which is why I think the engineers made a really deliberate choice here. They went with dual network ports.
Yeah.
It's basically like building a separate dedicated lane specifically for emergency vehicles. So the heavy video and audio data get the main highway, and then the system controls, they get that emergency lane.
Exactly. A traffic jam in one lane never affects the other. And, you can power the whole thing via standard PoE, so power over Ethernet or just a standard DC input.
Okay, so you have options.
Yeah, which gives installers a lot of flexibility depending on the switch infrastructure they're actually working with on site.
Yeah, I was looking at the TAA compliance on this unit, and honestly, for like a standard office setup, that feels like total overkill.
Oh, right. Yeah, it definitely does.
But then you realize, okay, this gear isn't just for a standard conference room. Like if you're outfitting a Department of Defense briefing room, you can't have some rogue chip sending data back out.
No, definitely not. This is strictly walled garden tech.
Right.
And that certification, it transforms it from a nice-to-have gadget into actual mission-critical infrastructure. It's the same reason it ships with Dante AV-A and those 2x2 audio licenses built right in.
Right, out of the box, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's actually talk about the Dante aspect for a second, because it gets thrown around a lot as a buzzword in the industry.
Oh, absolutely, all the time.
But it's not just a fancy label. I mean, it's a protocol that timestamps every single audio packet, right?
Yes, and that timestamping is everything. It guarantees that the Atmos audio hits the speakers at the exact microsecond. The 4K video frame hits the screen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you're eliminating that terrible lip sync delay because the entire network is synchronized to a single master clock.
Okay, but with that level of precise synchronization and the dual network configuration,
yeah,
we're way beyond plug and play at this point.
Oh, for sure. You have to know what you're doing.
Right, because if a single routing error on those ports can take down a high-stakes command center's entire AV system, then the supply chain matters just as much as the silicon itself.
Which brings us right back to why we're digging into HDTVSupply's data in the first place.
Yeah, they've been doing this for, 25 years globally?
Right, exactly. And when you're dealing with TAA-compliant infrastructure, you need a vendor who actually understands what happens when you combine 4K video and Atmos and Dante over those dual networks.
Right, and I was actually reading through some buyer feedback. They had like a 4.7 out of 5 overall rating, which is great. But there was one review from a Colorado installation. This was from August 2026.
Okay, what did they say?
It really hit the nail on the head. They pointed out the absolute necessity of having a real human on the other end of the line.
Yeah.
So they said the transaction was professional with a surprisingly personal touch.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so that 833 Wolfpack support number, it isn't just for processing returns.
Right, it's a lifeline.
Exactly. It's a lifeline for engineers who just hit a snag mid-installation.
Because even in these highly complex B2B tech sales, human customer service is what prevents a massive system upgrade from just turning into a nightmare.
Right.
You need someone who can troubleshoot a subnet mask issue on a control port in real time.
Yeah, boiling it all down. I mean, understanding high-end AV encoding today is really about mastering that massive data orchestra.
And it is.
It's about building those dedicated lanes, so the heavy lifting happens totally behind the scenes without a single dropped frame.
It raises an interesting question, though, and it's something I want to leave everyone to ponder today.
Okay, lay it on us.
Because if a single compact encoder can now completely separate control from AV signals and, natively run Dolby Atmos over standard network cables, how long until traditional massive hardware racks become totally obsolete?
Oh, wow.
Right? Are we looking at a future where they are replaced entirely by decentralized network-based nodes that are just hidden in the walls?
Yeah, just a synchronized digital traffic cop completely out of sight.
Mm.
That's definitely something to think about the next time you marvel at a perfectly synced movie stream.